Welcome to another Walk with Kelsey in the beautiful weather here in Wanaka, New Zealand. Very lovely day, not too cold today, which is super, super nice. Oh, do you hear the birds? I love the birds. I love birds in general, but the birds here in New Zealand are just amazing. I swear birds are like the thing that helps like ground me and bring me to lets me know where I am. There's been times I've lived in Mexico, I've lived in Arizona and Colorado and New Zealand. I was in Europe for a while. Like all the birds sound different wherever they are. So hopefully it's not too bad. And I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. It's Monday here in New Zealand. I know it's probably Sunday for a lot of the people I know in the US. But anyway, so I just wanted to real quick, because I know that so many of my clients, and myself included, struggle with perfectionism, with this all or nothing thinking. Now, sometimes this comes from being on a diet, right? Like diets teach us the all or nothing thinking. They teach us that the moment that you mess up, you have to start over. You failed. And I just want to flip it on its head and remind you that it's actually perfectionism, and it's this all or nothing thinking that this is the right way, this is the wrong way. This is the mindset that is keeping you stuck in actually making any progress in your life, especially when it comes to feeling good in your skin, to eating healthy consistently, not these huge swings of yo-yo dieting or being really good all week or during the day and then losing control at night or on the weekends. So if you want consistency and if you want to improve in something, you've got to stop the all or nothing, the perfectionistic mindset, and instead I encourage you to think of everything as an experiment. This is something I've recently started doing when it comes to cooking. Anyone who knows me, cooking has not been a thing for me. When I'm single by myself, I'm real good. I can make eggs and I can make oatmeal. Eggs and oatmeal, that's what I got. But ever since moving out here to New Zealand, I'm now living with my boyfriend, and I really wanted to get into this place where I learned how to cook and make meals for us and for him. There's just something I don't know. There's just something about it. I wanted to do that now that I'm living with him. And I wanted to learn that skill and recognize it's a skill. Cooking is a skill. It's just like driving is a skill. It's just like reading is a skill. It's just like working out is a skill. Everything is a skill that you can learn with time and repetition. And the only way that you're going to put the time and repetition in is if you recognize that it's an experiment, that this isn't something that you're going to be good at right out the gate, that, that's the problem. So many of us have this fixed mindset that if I start and try something and I'm not good at it right away, then I'm just innately not good at it. I'm just not meant to do that. I used to think that about snowboarding or certain things like that. And instead, I just really encourage you to I just haven't figured it out yet. That's a growth mindset. I haven't figured it out yet. And the only way that I'm eventually going to figure it out is with enough time and repetition and experimentation. So here's the kind of 3 steps that I have for you to kind of take away today. Number 1, set an intention. What is it? What is the skill that you want to learn, right? Is the skill you want to learn, is it cooking? Is it a language? Is it working out, right? Working out is a skill, guys. And going to the gym consistently and learning how to do different exercises, that's a skill. If it's meal planning, I know that was a skill that I was trying to learn for a long, long time. And just being able to know how much to shop for and how much to budget for, it's a skill. It could just be eating consistently and eating in a way that supports your body. That's a skill. So whatever it is, set your intention, or if it's a skill or something you want to learn. And then number 2, track data. I talked about this a little bit with Pearson's Law, that whatever gets measured improves, and whatever gets measured and reported improves exponentially. So I really encourage you to track data. What does that mean? For me, I have an Excel sheet that I give all my clients and I use myself. It's called my favorite recipes list. And I'm using it right now to help me keep an ongoing list of all of the recipes that I have that I've tried, or all the recipes that I want to try. And so I have a list of the recipes, down at the bottom, there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever else. And then in each of the columns, I have what the recipe is, what the link is, like if it's an Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, where I got the actual recipe, right? Then I have like my confidence level, like am I a 4 out of 10, a 2 out of 10, am I 10 out of 10, is this the easiest thing I've ever done, you know, or have I never tried it at all? And then I put in there, I have notes and lessons. And so I'm always writing down, hey, you know what, like I recently learned, I don't know, putting it out there, gochujang. Gochujang is a Korean paste, like a hot sauce paste. And I was trying a Korean dish for the first time and I didn't have it. And I Googled and I realized that sriracha can be a substitute for gochujang. So now I learned that, I put that in there just in case I don't have that paste. There's also times like I made a curry, I added too much water. So I put that in there. Next time, don't add so much water, right? Maybe it's I need to cover the dish. Maybe I don't need to. Whatever the lesson is, I track it. For you, maybe it's working out. If you want to work out more, I need you to track it. Track like how many reps you're doing, how many sets you're doing, how much weight, like how often are you going? Like what are the things that are going on? You need to actually track it as data because then we don't have so much emotion attached to it. Oftentimes we get so subjective and so down on ourselves and beat ourselves up and we don't have the actual data to prove what we are doing. So number one, set intention. Number two, track your data. If you want help with that, just let me know. I can help you understand what are the things that you should be measuring. And number three is review it. Reflect on it every single week. At the end of the week, be like, what did I learn, right? Rather than like always, what did I learn from this? And if you failed, awesome. Because guess what? When you fail, those are the lessons that you remember the most, right? Like any time that you took a test and you did really well, but maybe you missed like a couple, those were the questions you went back and you never forgot those questions again. That's how it is. Failure hurts, it stings, but it's good because it makes the lesson stick. So if you want to improve at anything, I want you to search for failure, try and fail, because the more you fail, the more likely you are to learn, the more likely you are to improve. And so I really encourage you, stop letting perfectionism hold you back. Don't defend yourself with a limitation. Don't defend a limitation you don't want. So if you keep saying like, I am a perfectionist, this just is who I am, you're holding yourself back. That is not true. That does not have to define who you are. You absolutely can choose a different definition for yourself. So I really encourage you, don't call yourself a perfectionist. It's only holding you back and making things worse. Call yourself an experimenter with whatever it is that you want to experiment on. Set an intention, track the data, and then review it and reflect on what you can learn. This will change everything. And if you'd like help when it comes to eating consistently, eating healthy on a consistent basis without obsessive tracking like as far as like every single macro or every single calorie or every single gram. But if you'd like to be able to be consistent, do it in a way that makes you feel good. If you'd like to be able to be consistent with your workouts in a way that feels good and is based on your schedule, your preferences, and if you'd like to be able to feel comfortable and confident in your skin without obsessing about food in your body, then just go ahead, go to www.rediscoveryouFree.com/call. You can book a free breakthrough call where I will help you cut through the confusion of diet culture, cut through all the crazy food rules, and help you really understand and have actionable feedback so that you know how to move forward in your life in a way that makes you feel really good in your body. So again, www.rediscoveryouFree.com/call, and I will chat with you then. Bye.